Hello there. You're listening to Two Girls, One Mic, and I'm Simar Kaur. And
I am Oshi Singh.
today's podcast is a very special one.
Not only because our beloved My Good School turned 2,
but also because our family grew bigger. One of the new teachers will be joining us today.
we'll be asking her a series of questions about life as a teacher. But before that, Simar, why don't you tell us about your journey with My Good School?
Being a part of My Good School has been a golden opportunity for me. I've been able to take away a lot from this internship. My communication, cooperation, and time management skills have improved a lot. Furthermore, I love participating in a newer arena, apart from school, of course. I'm proud of the shy and nervous 9th grader who registered for this internship. I love making podcasts with Oshi, and I love writing blogs. Yes, I admit that I've been quite busy lately because of pressure due to studies, but my journey here has definitely been worthwhile. I'm grateful to have been a part of the retreat as well. I met amazing people who are always a pleasure to work with. I would like to thank Sandeep sir with all my heart and my 9th grade English professor for introducing me to this community. It's really been amazing.
Well, that's so true. I also recall walking up to you and asking you about what My Good School is. I remember clearly how helpful you were and how helpful everyone was for that matter. It's no lie that I've met some amazing people here. I feel everyone is like part of a big family who never forget to lend a helping hand whenever needed. During the retreat, some of us got the chance to meet each other and we made some wonderful memories together. My Good School altogether has made me a better person and helped me reach the potential I never knew I had.
That's so true. Well, what's a better way to celebrate a birthday than to invite friends and family?
True that. Please welcome our school captain Rishona and our SLU captain Yashraj Sharma.
Why don't you both tell us about your journey with My Good School?
Well, it has been about 2 years since I joined My Good School. I remember the first session I had joined when I was still a shy and nervous kid, afraid to be the first one to speak. My Good School has helped me improve in so many areas, from confidence building to time management. It has given me exposure to different books and added perspective in my life. Joining MGS is a decision I can never regret. There are so many different platforms and programs that take place here. From my guidance side to our space exploration side, SLU, all of them have been equally exciting and wonderful. I got the chance to work with different people, and I thank all my mentors and peers who helped me out and guided me. I hope to be with this organization for many more years to come and participate with the same enthusiasm and zeal.
That's wonderful to hear, Rishona. What about you, Yashraj?
Well, my experience with MGS has been a really enriching one for me. It has been 2 years since I joined My Good School, and it has played a major role in who I am today. It helped me figure out the joy of reading and writing. I have learned how reading books can transport you to a different world and really enhance your vocabulary. Along with that, I have been able to pursue my interest in space with the help of SLU. MGS has really helped me gain confidence in public speaking too. I have also learned a very important skill of working with others. Overall, my time at MGS has been absolutely incredible. I also want to thank Sandeep sir for giving me this amazing opportunity.
Well, that's great to know, Yash. Now seems like the perfect time to introduce the new teacher who has joined our amazing family. Please welcome Miss Manish Khanna.
Manish Ma'am is like the school principal. She helps out with the Sunday school and the JL diaries. She has been teaching for more than 20 years.
Well, that's a long time. So, Mom, I know I may sound very cliche and probably everyone saw this coming. But what drove you towards becoming a teacher?
This is basically people choose this career either by choice or by chance. It was the second one for me. I received the opportunity to become a teacher when I was in Dehradun, the education hub of India. I learned that the desire to improve and enrich the lives of children motivates many educators to pursue the teaching profession. It's not for monetary gain, but a call to make a difference, which motivated me to make teaching my career. I have always been grateful to my teachers and my educational system for molding the person I am at this point.
Well, that's wonderful to hear, ma'am. I totally agree with you. Now, if there's anything MGS has taught me, it's the difference between teachers and mentors. I know I would like to be an interactive and as engaging as possible while teaching something to someone, but what's your teaching philosophy?
When we talk about my teaching philosophy, it is basically my educational guiding principle CQ: communicate, connect, and cooperate. Communication with student is, in my view, essential for a teacher since it fosters understanding. Cooperation is necessary on both sides, whether it is between educators or students. With the help of communication and cooperation, connections can be established. How would I know what is important for my students to learn if I don't establish a connection with them? It is basically KYS, know your students.
That is so good, ma'am. I feel CQ and KYS are wonderful techniques. And there are times when students just zone out, but as the saying goes, communication is the key. The key to keep them engaged and make them learn effortlessly. I would like to know, as a teacher, what do you feel is the greatest challenge faced by teachers all around the world today?
As a teacher, about the greatest challenge, actually, the biggest or the greatest challenge is functional fixedness between students and teachers. It is the mindset of the people which is required to be changed. Students these days have a different perspective on viewing things in their life. Lack of intrinsic motivation, deductive reasoning, and mental set isolates them from everybody else, which in most cases have led them to have social anxiety and depression. I, as an educator, am trying my best to keep up with the students' thought process, understand what they are going through, and help them whenever it is required.
I couldn't have said it better. I personally feel mental well-being is a growing concern, and I feel I have mentioned it before as well. Thus, to keep on improving and bettering our education system, it is important we try to solve these issues. Well, according to my understanding, before the British Raj, children used to study in pathshalas according to their own pace, and the schedule was flexible. Unlike today, these days the schedule is quite rigid. What would you like to say on that?
In my opinion, the goals of homeschooling remains the same. Even now, we are doing the same thing. However, we do integrate art and post-scholastic activities with scholastic informal education. As a result, we are adaptable even now. Yet, middle school and high school students face time limits.
I completely agree with you on this, ma'am. Well, how can we talk about education without grades? Isn't it true? Grades are something we are all focused on during our school time. I personally am an academic driven student and I often find myself stressing out about getting good grades. And the worst feeling is when I get bad grades, even when I try as hard as I can. Apart from that, getting lower grades than my peers and not keeping up with the expectations of my elders is something that adds to the disappointment. The disappointment experienced on the part of my parents and myself as well.
Absolutely, Sima. How can we get our results without listening to our friends asking the age-old question, "Tere kitne aaye?" until the teacher yells at the top of her voice, "Is this a fish market?"
So, Mom, what role do you think grades play in one's education?
In today's world, it's not the grades which matters, but it is the overall development. No matter even if you get the golden 9, it doesn't matter much till the time you don't know and you are not having certain skills. I believe that grades can help a child understand what they need to work on. Grades do not necessarily need to be a comparison between a child and his peers. They should be more of a self-reflection so that children can analyze and reflect on their progress. Without skills, even with 98 or 99 or maybe 100%, is nothing.
Ma'am, your answers keep getting better and better. According to me, grades really are important. While on one hand, they help us understand which area we should focus on the other, they can also put a lot of pressure on the child. No matter how much we say that grades are not a competition, yes, indeed, they aren't. But it's no lie that we all want to be the best. And in this race of being the best, we all can get a little competitive. Hence, it is important that we learn to create a balance of things, a balance of everything. Not only grades, but time as well. Now, ma'am, before we end this podcast, we would like to ask you one final question. How has your journey with My Good School been so far?
My Good School has been such an amazing experience for me that it has become my ikigai. I work 6 days a week and take Sundays free. But when I learned about Sunday school, I discovered that this was exactly what I had wanted to do all these years as an avid reader. My emotions were immediately triggered by the idea of Sunday school. I want to express my gratitude to Mr. Dutt for including me in this great family. Thank you so much, sir.
Mom, that was great to hear. I also would personally love to thank Sandeep sir once again and everyone who has contributed to who we are today. My journey here has been amazing, and I will forever be indebted to this experience as it helped me in a plethora of ways. On behalf of Two Girls, One Mic, I would like to wish a very, very happy birthday to My Good School.
With this, we reach the end of today's podcast. We sincerely hope you enjoyed it and would like to thank everyone who has helped us in the success of today's podcast. Stay tuned for the next episode, same date, same time next month.
We are here at My Good School. Things here are so cool. Together we learn, together we create, together we meditate. Everyone is welcome. Teachers here are awesome. We learn good values, we learn many skills. We soar above the hills. Let's shout it out, hey, let's all be proud, hey. Hats off to My Good School. Just what we need, hey, for us to succeed, hey, are all here in My Good School.